Nigeria's rich biodiversity and diverse agroecological zones form the foundation of its food system. Yet, the country has in recent years doubled up on the adoption of genetically modified organisms GMOs, as seen with the approval and commercial release of varieties such as BT Cowpea and TELA maize of 2024. Environmental and food rights advocates at this conference on biosafety and agroecology held in Abuja are, however, worried that these approvals were granted without sufficient public consultation, independent long-term risk assessments, or effective post-release monitoring. They say the incident raises troubling questions about regulatory compliance and oversight in the country's biosafety framework.
We have a biosafety agency that operates as a motor park issuing permits. They are facilitating the rapid approvals of permits and flooding our country, our environment with GMOs. Meanwhile, we have an international convention, a law, the Catena Protocol, that we can domesticate that says, where in doubt, hold the brakes, use the precautionary principle.
If you want to have a secure, bio-safe nation, you must emphasize food sovereignty, which ensures that we define our own food and stress the fact that we reserve the right to what we eat and how we produce the food. That we can control our seeds, save our seeds, like our mothers used to do. When you harvest corn, you pick the best ones, preserve it, and then you plant it. When you plant yam, you pick the seed yam, you keep it on the barn, and then you plant it. You don't eat the seed yam.
Agriculture researcher and rural development consultant Professor Johnson Ekpere, in his keynote address, stressed that Nigeria's food security challenges can be addressed through agroecological farming systems that protect biodiversity, empower local farmers, ensure food safety, and safeguard the environment.
Biotechnology may offer certain limited technological advantages in other non-food economic sectors of this national economy. Biotechnology has utility and can provide some minimum level of advantages to some other sectors of this economy. It is its application to agriculture through GMOs that I object to. The problem that we have really is not with the fact that we are not producing food that is edible, but we are producing food that we are not supposed to eat because it's been manipulated.
The next thing that GM had done globally, which you have not been told in Nigeria, is that it disrupts the ecosystem function. All the places we are planting GM, if we had taken soil samples prior to planting, if you test the two now, you will see a whole world of difference. It disrupts ecosystem. It takes off arthropods. It takes off microbiota. It takes off insects that create, organisms that cause erosion in the soil. It destroys it totally.
In May 2024, the House of Representatives recommended a suspension of GMO approvals and launched an investigation into the approval process. 2 years after, stakeholders say there has been little public information on the outcome of those proceedings. For many participants, food is more than a commodity. It is deeply connected to culture, identity, and sovereignty. As Nigeria stands at a crossroad in its agricultural journey, experts at this gathering conclude that the decisions and choices made today could shape not just what Nigerians eat tomorrow, but also who controls food production in the nation and for future generations. Nkoli Omodu, AIT News, Abuja.